Our
Right?
Bayfest coverage
Did you pay
continues. You can see
attention and
video of everything that's been going on here at Bayfest as well. Just hit the website, Bayfest coverage up and running for you at TK101.com as well as right here on the Big FM. Having a great time here at the Bayfest Pepsi stage. We're actually backstage right now. Marcus Curiel from P.O.D. First off, I guess, welcome to the Port City. This is your first time in Mobile, although you're no strangers to the Gulf Coast, playing in Biloxi, of course, before. We heard you guys got in late last night, and if you had maybe some time to sample the charms of Mobile.
No. Actually, got in there, went straight to the bar, got some things to eat, a couple of drinks, and went to sleep, actually.
So it was a late night.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark the Shark from TK101.
I'm Trey, man.
Trey.
How you doing?
Trey from P.O.D. is here with us as well. So I didn't realize that you guys had been together since the early 1990s. It was really right around the time of the new millennium, 1999, that most fans began to hear of you, at least in our part of the country, when Southtown hit. And then, of course, Satellite, which was released on September 11th, 2001. That was the day, of course, of the big terrorist attacks. Do you think, did you think that your work was just going to be lost in that world of hurt that we were in after 9/11?
So wait, did you say Southtown came out then?
No, the Satellite album.
Satellite,
released, yeah.
You know what? We didn't really think about it much. We definitely had that music written before anything had gone down. I guess the natural reaction would have been like, oh man, our record's coming out on a day where, you know, all this tragedy happened. That means most of the records that came out on that day were doomed.
Good, yeah.
And our record actually did really well, and you know, we didn't really know. But yeah, we're excited. We were excited that it did as well as it did, and here we are still to this day, 16, 17 years later. That was not a planned deal.
Right. We're with Marcos and Trey from P.O.D. When people try to pigeonhole you guys as a Christian band, I've heard that the response from you guys is if your plumber is Christian, do you call him a Christian plumber? But there is a positive message to be found in your music. Where exactly would you guys categorize P.O.D.?
I've always just kind of considered us a rock band. I mean, you know, our spiritual beliefs are very entrenched into what we are as a band and who we are as people. It definitely inspires everything we sing about, and everything we write, and everything we do as a band. But I mean, you know, a lot of people like to put labels on music and put labels on bands, and we've always just been P.O.D. You know, we've never tried to be anything but who we are, the four of us, and that's just four guys in a band playing rock music and inspiring people.
I just tell people we're satanic rock. That's my new thing. Yeah, we're satanic rock, man. It just trips them out because it's sarcasm, you know?
Well, the new album, you know, you kind of do get a mixed message with the name of the title, When Angels and Serpents Dance. I mean, that's a theme that, you know, can take your mind in a lot of different directions. What were you guys shooting for here on the new album?
I think the idea for that was that, you know, everybody does delicate dance. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. I know in our careers, and all of us individually and as, you know, bandmates, we've all gone through our own personal, you know, struggles and sacrifices and everything else. And I just think it's a part of life. I think Angels and Serpents is a part of everybody's life, and I think everybody deals with both sides of the fence at one point in their lives. So that was the inspiration, I think, behind that name and the album.
We're with Marcos and Trey from P.O.D. Marcos, I'm kind of glad to talk to you because
Kinda.
Kind of. It's great to have you on the radio.
Thanks, man.
Right before the Payable on Death album came out, all of a sudden you were gone from the band, and there were a lot of rumors. You know, that various factions of the band were saying different things. What exactly happened there?
All the rumors are true. Whatever you heard, they're all true. We beat each other up. We did everything. No, I'm just playing. You know what?
Was it a falling out musically, personally? What happened there?
All I'm gonna say is at that time in our lives, we were in the middle of a hurricane. We had the biggest record of our careers, and we were just going through some stuff. And communication is key, and I don't think we were the best at that time. So we came full circle, and we're here. We've grown a lot, and it was definitely a growing experience for all of us.
So was there a period there where you didn't even talk to the band and you were doing your own thing, and then how did you end up coming back into the P.O.D. fold?
For sure, yeah. There was a time when we didn't speak, but you know what? Sometimes you need, it's like any family. You have brothers and sisters. You're like, I can't talk to them for a little while, but then you end up coming back around, and you know, you love each other. So, you know, one thing led to another. Now we're in this room, and we're sweating it out on stage.
Heck yeah.
I think one of the things too, Marcos didn't necessarily mention this, but we kind of all know it. But that whole Dimebag situation, I think kind of sparked kind of just, you know, rekindle some thoughts and feelings we have for each other. I think Marcos was explaining how to us at one time how, you know, that kind of like, man, what am I doing?
This was the shooting incident, I want to say December 2005.
Right.
When Dimebag Darrell was shot on stage playing with Damage Plan in Columbus, Ohio. And what do you
Well, you know what? It's a lot of things. It's like the Dimebag situation. You know, you want to go back to NWA, Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. Like, you're all brothers, regardless of what you go through and everything that happens in the business. Like, that just sparked something that I was just like, you know what? I just want to give the guys a call, regardless of the music, and say what's up and Merry Christmas, because you never know how long you're gonna be here.
That was December 8th that year, the holiday season, which
And then
must
it
have
kind
been
of
horrible for that family.
just grew from there.
Yeah.
Wow, so that was sort of what rekindled it. You know, do you guys, on the subject of what happened with Dimebag Darrell, do you guys, when you're up in front of a crowd, you don't really know truly what the security situation at any given venue or event that you happen to be playing at is?
By
Is
the
that
way,
something
can
that
we
you worry
interrupt for a
about?
second? Because I'm getting heckled by Sonny. And
No, that's what I said to all.
No, I said when you guys were talking about anything so serious, I'm just gonna throw it.
We were just getting way
Hold
too
on, dude.
serious.
Can we get going? Can we continue?
You guys get too serious.
Okay, you can see
Hold on.
Need a banana in the
we're having
mix.
fun with bananas. And you know what? We're going to have this posted up at TK101's.
This guy loves banana hammocks.
You'll see the video up there at the website here very soon. Sonny, good to meet you, buddy. Trey, great to meet you. Marcos, glad you're back with the band, man. I want to see you guys play, man. It's going to be a great show tonight. Come see P.O.D. Later on, it'll be Puddle of Mud, and then Buck Cherry headlining the Pepsi stage. Kid Rock's here, Nelly's here. It's a nuts night down here at Bayfest. Big Saturday night slot for P.O.D., and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go with P.O.D. and rock the party off the hook. The Rock Station, TK101, we are live at Bayfest. Woo!